One of the things we love to say at Novus Global is always rest, never coast. And we say it to each other on our team, we say it with our clients. Let's break it down. Always rest, never coast. It implies an intentional way of living in this world. An intentional way of taking care of yourself with the rest, which can look like self-care, it can look like paying attention to your exercise, your sleep, your vacation time, the time that you step away, being intentional about how you care for your body, your habits, your daily practices. Do you carve out time to rest every day? I love to do 30 minutes every morning right when I roll out of bed of just stretching, listening to music, getting myself grounded for my day. And that is a form of rest. And I do it every day. Every day, I don't miss a day. And I love it. And it provides a space for me to move from. Rest also includes play. I'm gonna bring my friend Jim in here for a moment. This is Jim. I love to play with Jim, especially with my little grandchildren. Jim is a very mischievous monkey, and you have to keep your eye on Jim. So if you are not including play in your rest, hey, get yourself a Jim that you can play with. There's also an opportunity to rest in between appointments, in between all the things that are happening in the day. And it might look like a 5-minute coffee break or a 10-minute walk outside. What are you doing to intentionally rest, to take care of your body, of your mind, of your spirit? And that's very different from coasting. Coasting implies that I'm complacent. I'm not really being intentional. I'm not challenging myself. I'm just letting things ride because, hey, I happen to be a pretty competent person that does things pretty well. So I just coast. I coast maybe on some of my past successes, on some of the things that I've done up until now. I was working with a client the other day and they were sharing all of these different successes and milestones. But every time I asked, well, when was that? It was 20 years ago. It was 15 years ago. It was 10 years ago. Hey, not a problem. We can celebrate that. Also, what's happening right now? When we get into coast mode, we tend to get complacent in the moment, and we tend to be looking backwards at what we have accomplished and how we got here. And in some ways, maybe that gives us permission to coast in our own minds. Maybe we're just taking a break. But coasting doesn't tend to be fulfilling or relaxing. Coasting tends to simply be complacent. And as human beings, when we are complacent for any length of time, we can get really frustrated, depressed, demotivated, discouraged, because we were really made for challenge, for excitement, for pursuit, for adventure. And rest is an integral part of pursuing vision, of being intentional, of moving towards that grand adventure with passion, with excitement, because we've taken care of ourselves in a way that allows us to steward our energy towards what's most important. So, always rest, never coast. If this was resourceful for you, like, subscribe, share with a friend. I would love to hear from you in the comments. How do you rest? What do you do intentionally to produce rest in your life? And if you're looking for ways to rest, check out these videos.